What's up guys, I'm ChrisOrCookie, otherwise known as CG CoC. I'm going to be going over every bit of detail you need to know about how to play Duelist at a Radiant level. It would mean the world if you could like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. New week, new agent. This week's gonna be Neon. Pretty much in today's video, we're going to be going over the basics of Neon, and like last week's video, really good pathings to take as Neon, and overall what purpose you serve as Neon on your team. One thing to really note about Neon is with the recent patch notes, she got a buff in her movement speed. With that being said, Neon is a lot harder to hit while she is sprinting. So for a lot of the plays we're going to be going over, you'll notice that I am sprinting for a majority of that time. One thing to keep in note about Neon is she's very similar in the aspect of Jet when it comes down to blocking off a viewpoint or an angle that an enemy might be holding. I'll show you an example. Say we're pushing a lobby on Sunset. A somewhat common angle for someone to be holding is somewhat along the lines of this or something along the lines of this. Now she's similar to Jet in the way that she has a wall, like Jet has smokes. So what you would do is you would hit C,
coming through,
and now you can path towards elbow for free. Essentially what this wall is used for is pretty much a smoke. Although it's not a long duration of a smoke, it's still really useful to blockade an enemy off a viewpoint. The most important thing about Neon is obviously her sprint ability. This allows Neon to be a lot faster when execing than any other duelist in the game. So because you have an ability that makes you so fast, it's really easy to get to site very fast. As Neon, when I'm pushing a lobby, I like to scale through elbow.
There.
Elbow is very good for Neon to push because it's very narrow. Now with her stun ability, it does hit 2 spots in one use. With that being said, say for instance someone is playing elbow here. What we would do is we would sprint up.
There.
While we're sprinting, we're obviously going to clear these close angles. And then we're going to bounce a stun off of this back wall, and it's going to hit this corner. I'll show you exactly what it looks like here.
Go, go, go! Shock it!
That was an example while jumping, but you don't necessarily need to be b-hopping around the map.
Gotta go! Shock it!
The reason why I like to be b-hopping and or jumping as I'm going around the map is because it makes me a lot harder of a target to hit. The sole purpose of playing someone like Neon is yes to take sites fast and make aggressive plays, but you need a plan going into a site. For instance, with Reyna, you can literally just walk up elbow or walk up main, take a fight, and use your dismiss if winning that fight. With Neon, the only get out of jail free card you have is a slide.
I'm out of here.
So let's go over Neon Slide. With Neon Slide, you can go forward, left, or right.
I'm out of here. Go, go, go.
But what a lot of people don't know, which is a little more advanced and a little harder to do, but you can slide backwards. But with sliding backwards on Neon, it takes a lot more practice than you would think. It's easier to do when jumping.
I'm out of here.
We're going to be sprinting, we're going to hold W, A, and D, we're going to jump, and the second that we're about to land, we're going to let go of W and hold S instead, and then we're going to slide. This is the easier way to slide backwards. Although you can do it while standing, you just have to be very quick with letting go of W and holding S.
Go, go, go.
Now let's go over Neon's ultimate. Neon's ultimate is almost the same as Jet's in a sense of balancing economy, but the issue with Neon's ultimate is it is on a timer. So yes, you could also use it like it's a rifle, like you would with Jet daggers, but the downfall with that is that you're going to need to coordinate a very good strategy while using Neon's ultimate. Sure, you can run down mid and hope that you get a kill or two, but that's not as effective as it would be as if you were maybe pushing A with your team and you strategized and said, hey, I'm gonna go elbow
Careful
with my
here.
ult. Overdrive, otherwise known as Neon's ult, is very good because of your movement speed. In our last video, we talked about jet daggers being good because you're basically able to move at knife out speed while holding a fully accurate weapon. Now, with Neon ult, you're able to move at even faster than knife out speed while also holding a fully accurate while moving weapon. Let's say we're taking a main on Sunset again, and we're gonna go elbow again. Just like the same concept I showed you before with the player playing here, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but we can be a lot faster now because we have our ult in our hand. I'll show you an example what that looks like now.
Here we go! My ult's ready! Shocking!
Now, one thing to note about Neon is you can combo her slide. So you can slide and then ult and then slide directly after the ult again. This is what I mean by that.
Go, go, go! Here we go!
It's very good for catching your enemies off guard. On Sunset, a lot of players like to close Market Door. Now, when you have your ult, you're actually able to beat someone closing Market Door and catch them off guard. The only thing you would do is you would jump, sprint up, slide,
Careful here!
use your ultimate, and then slide
On
again.
my way.
And you can make it under the door. This is an example of that right now.
I'm out of here! Here we go!
A lot of people like to play Neon because you could be really flashy with them. Now, if flashiness is a gameplay that you like, then maybe Neon is for you. No other agent in the game is able to do something like this.
Gotta go!
One thing that's really good to do is jump spotting. But now, with Neon Sprint, you're able to jump spot a lot faster. That being said, about the flashiness and jump spotting, you can combo them. Let's say the Spike is an enemy. Say I wanted to jump spot them.
Gotta go!
Now, what you could do to be extra flashy and also catch somebody off guard is you could jump spot them, but also use the backward slide like I taught you earlier. If you combo them both together, this is what it looks like.
Gotta go!
That way, on the initial jump spot when you're approximately here, you get the information on the minimap, and then all you have to do is turn and do your backward slide. The reason why this is really useful is because they would assume you're just jump spotting them. But what you're actually doing is you're catching them off guard and you're swinging them in a way that they're not going to be ready for.
Go, go, go!
The reason why Neon is played so much is because they're a very fast character, but they're also a very powerful character. For example, we're able to block off multiple angles and or put ourselves in an advantageous fight by using our abilities. Let's say there's a player sitting top. We could stun them and slide to sight. We could stun them and go to fight them. What a lot of people don't really use Neon for is fast rotates, especially when you're defending. As Neon on defense, you're most likely going to be playing somewhere along the lines of one of the mains. Sure, you could play Neon mid, but you don't get as much value. Characters like Neon on defense are really good for taking aggressive fights and fighting for space. Spaces such like this are called neutral space. The meaning of neutral space is that there's a space in between you and them that kind of lingers there. A lot of people don't like to take the neutral space, but what this does, you could take the neutral space with you and maybe a teammate very easily on Neon. It's as simple as maybe throwing one stun. Once this neutral space is acquired, you can leave your teammate here and you could either push flank with your teammate, or since you're Neon, you're able to rotate so fast.
Running low.
Your ability to rotate that fast is really crucial on defense. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. If you'd like to see more Neon content, I'd be more than willing to make more in-depth content on Neon. Feel free to drop a comment down below and let me know. Other than that, I've been ChrisOrCookie, otherwise known as CG CoC. Hope you guys have a beautiful night. Peace, peace.